How to make your own loaf of bread with either a bread machine or in the oven. If you are using bread machine or instant yeast, there is no need to proof. If using active dry yeast, you will have to proof. In this recipe, I am using bread machine instant yeast or rapid rise yeast. You're gonna add your 1 cup of warm water, the oil, your sugar, your salt, 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna make a small well in the middle and add your yeast. Pop it in your bread machine. I'm going to use this basic setting. Then my loaf size, which for this recipe is gonna be 1.5 pounds. Hit start. Okay, if you are using this active dry yeast, this will need to be proofed. And how you do it is, we'll add your sugar, yeast, and then your warm water. Mix and let it sit for about 10 minutes. If you were to make the oven recipe with this type of yeast right here instead of the active dry yeast, the only thing you would do different is the order in which you put your ingredients in the bowl. And with this, what you would do is just put this last. After 10 minutes, it should look like this. At this point, you want to add your oil and your salt. And then 1 cup of flour at a time and mix. Number 2, number 3. If you are kneading by hand like I am, this is gonna take about 10 or 11 minutes. So we're gonna test out my carpal tunnel today. After kneading, place your dough in a greased bowl and let it rise for an hour. I do mine in the oven. After you let it rise for an hour, knead it for 1 more minute, put it in a greased pan, let it rise for 30 more minutes. Then bake at 350 for 30 minutes. Ended up pulling the bread machine bread first at about 14 minutes still left on the clock because the internal temperature had already reached 200 degrees. Pulled the oven bread with 10 minutes still left on the clock because its internal temperature had reached 202.